Number 1.
India's premier defense research organization, DRDO, said in early September that it was developing on directed energy weapons, DEW. This announcement was important, but unsurprising as it was evident from at least 2017 that DRDO had been working on DEWs. However, what is left unsaid is whether the current DRDO DEW program can cater and serve India's space warfare needs. India's DEW program is rationalized because China too is pursuing the development and eventual deployment of DEWs. As G. Satish Reddy, who heads the Department of DRDO, DEWs are extremely important today. The world is moving towards them. In the country too, we are doing a lot of experiments. We have been working in this area for the past 3 to 4 years to develop 10 to 20 kW weapons. The larger question is whether the DRDO has an active DEW program for use against in-orbit spacecraft. These DEW systems can include co-orbital DEWs that strike in-orbit targets, or space-borne DEWs to strike ground or terrestrial targets, and ground-based DEWs geared for strikes against space-borne targets.
Number 2.
L&T is developing an in-house tactical UAV system to offer to the Indian Armed Forces. Our design will have several advantages such as automatic takeoff landing from standard runway at 10,500 feet with full payload, will be built to STANAG 4671 standard and designed for Indian conditions. System description: 2 aerial vehicles. Payload suite: gimbaled electro-optic infrared camera. Synthetic aperture radar. Electronic warfare support measures. 1 ground control station. 1 ground data terminal. 2 remote video terminals. Key specifications: max takeoff weight 700 kilograms. Wingspan 15 meters. Max payload 140 kilograms. Max endurance 11 hours. Maximum speed 60 meters per second, 115 knots. Service ceiling 7.6 kilometers, 25,000 feet. Through its wide and varied expertise in assembly and integration of electromechanical systems, flying systems, as well as assimilation of technology from DRDO labs and foreign OEMs, L&T Defense is well positioned to supply aerial targets.
Number 3.
India's Navy chief has been pointing out the increased presence of Chinese submarines and warships in the Indian Ocean as of late. Under mission-based deployment, the Indian Navy has reinforced its dominance in the region. The Indian Navy inducted a potent stealth anti-submarine warfare corvette, the Kavaratti, with an aim to further boost its capability in the Indian Ocean, where it is facing tough competition from the People's Liberation Army Navy. The ship has up to 90% domestic content. Kavaratti has a state-of-the-art weapons and sensor suite capable of detecting and prosecuting submarines. The ship's weapons and sensors suite is predominantly indigenous and showcases the nation's growing capability in this niche area, the Indian Navy said. The Navy claimed that the induction of the Kavaratti will enhance its war preparedness. The Navy said that the ship, which can sail at a top speed of 25 knots, has a credible self-defense capability and good endurance for long-range deployment.